Oh boy. Go Photoshop, go. I think like what I want to do is let's make a backup. That was just the arms. She could shimmy. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Shimmy, shimmy now. Exciting day today. Exciting day yesterday, actually. Pretty exciting. Oh. Start up chat. Okay, yeah. So the first thing I want to do is want to make her facial features slightly bigger. I feel like they're like, especially her eyes. Oh, so let me tell you another story from the hood. This one has a good ending so far. I don't know if it's gonna keep having a good ending. Stories from the hood. So these two guys come in, and like I make them right away. Me and my compatriot. We're like, that guy has a book bag. He's putting shit in it. And this other dude has a blue fucking bag. He's putting shit in it. They're gonna be making their way to the door any second now. We're just gonna watch them. So, called the surveillance company. Told them like, look. There they go. These crackheads are gonna rob us. For sure. It's gonna happen. So, I'm kind of just back up in these situations. Usually, what happens is the way that they're resolved is, crackhead gets to the door. He's confronted by security. My man George. I pincer him from the back to make sure he's not thinking that he could just take George out and get, you know, what's it called? And usually at that point, the Doritos or whatever it is that the guy is stealing would become, you know, not worth it. Just not worth it. Like, gonna have to deal with 2 guys, not the smallest guys in the world. But yeah, at that point it becomes not worth it, and they'll just usually drop the merchandise and get the fuck out of the store, which is fine, you know, whatever. No one files any reports, nothing gets, what's it called? Things good. This guy, he had other plans. So he starts resisting. I'm grabbing the bag. I'm like, just drop the bag, sir. This doesn't have to go this way. And he's like, he starts threatening me, starts throwing out all this shit. Anyway, he tries to walk through George. This is a classic mistake. George grabs him by the neck. And at that point, the scuffle begins. This dude pulls out a syringe. I don't even know what he's thinking of. He must be some kind of drug addict. Maybe he has a AIDS syringe or whatever it is. Maybe that's the implication. But anyway, George slams his ass to the floor, and I start kicking the shit out of him because, you know, he's down. I can't really get in there. So I kick him right in the face. And at that point, one of the girls starts screaming, "He's coming!" We kind of forgot about the other guy. I think they were supposed to go out together. That would have been smarter. I think they thought they were being real sneaky and so because like we didn't confront them till they got there, you know. So they thought they were on the low, just shoving shit in their bags. Anyway, so this guy pulls out a knife, starts swinging it around, just crazy like. At this point, I'm just like, okay, you know what? Take the Febreze, just go, get the fuck out. I'm not dying for this merchandise. George, on the other hand, is like, oh, it's like that, huh? And he just slams this guy, like he pushes him into this big fucking metal sign. Oh, hey Rogue, what's up, dude? Just doing a little story. Big metal sign right behind him. He drops the knife, very lucky for us. He didn't have control. George, big dude. You know, he was able to just push him into the, it's kind of like a billboard. It's like a metallic, sign with like, you have a place to put magazines. It's got a big base. You know, you usually see these walking in to the, what's it called? So I'm not taking any chances. I don't want to have, crackhead on me, so I just grab that big post. It's a bit heavy, so it's good improvised weapon, I guess. And I start slamming it into the guy with the knife. They bolt it for the door. Unfortunately, I wasn't thinking clearly, so I locked the door because I thought, I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe something like, we're gonna stop these guys and we're gonna like wait for the police to get here. I didn't expect like a knife and a syringe from crackheads. So that was that. And so they're trying to unlock the door while I'm slamming that sign into like both of them. Got one in the head a couple times. So he's got my number. He's probably coming back for my ass. So the police get there like 2 minutes late. And yeah, they didn't catch him. George went for a ride with the cops to try to you know, ID the guy. Then we Luckily, it was about store closing time, so I didn't really have to spend too much more time in the store. So that was good. Cause I was going through like adrenaline rush. People are like, "Yeah, get those crackheads. You must be really brave to want to die for some merchandise." Yeah, at that point, like, it was kind of like fight or flight. There was no, no one was really thinking about it. The only thing I remember was, kind of thinking, yeah, that was smart. That's a good way to disable an opponent, as George slammed that guy into the fucking, to the fucking sign. So that happened. They said they'd be coming back, but I don't know. I don't know how intelligent crackheads are. They're wanted for grand larceny and assault with a deadly weapon. So probably they should not hang around too much. They should probably get the fuck out, but I really don't know how these people's minds work. To them, it could just be like just another day in the hood. But the thing is that these guys have been coming around for a long time, and no one reported them to the police. No one made any reports. They pulled out knives before, apparently. I didn't know this. I probably wouldn't have engaged had I known it, but my manager, you know, for some reason decided to hang on to that information. See what happens, I guess. That was kind of a no bueno. Luckily no one got stabbed, so I guess, like, I'm sure we wouldn't have really handled it that differently anyway, even if we had that information in hand. It would have just kind of, but yeah, it's dangerous in the hood. I didn't know that I was going to be doing a dangerous job when I signed up for it. I only realized that, like, the first day. And so that's why I got taken off security, but apparently, I mean, I just don't want to see George get hurt, so I'm not gonna, like, sit out while he's getting stabbed by fucking crackheads. So yeah, that's kind of the whole story. Pretty lucky on, I think, no one got stabbed. I came out with like a small bruise. I don't know what the bruise is from, to be honest. I think it might even be self-inflicted. I don't know how I fucked that up. But yeah, like, America's kind of dangerous. New York is kind of dangerous, especially in the dangerous parts, like the Bronx. You gotta be careful around these parts. Yeah, two of them, two fucking crackheads with knives and a syringe. I'm gonna be walking around with a hammer for the next couple of days, probably. Just gotta make sure I don't get fucking stabbed by a stupid crackhead. I mean, like, the police are probably gonna catch those two, since, like, the report has been made, everything is just like, everything is kosher. I was thinking of trying to get the footage of me stomping on that guy's face. Probably not the best idea. I'm not even sure what I was thinking. Something like, okay, George can't hit him because he's got his arms around him. So I better do some shit. Kind of a low blow, but yeah. At that point, it was more like, all right, welp. Let me get this crackhead out the way. I don't know. I'm gonna be doing weight lifts every day for like the fucking for the month for sure. Just every day I'm gonna be weightlifting like crazy. Cause I just like no thank you. George did most of the work, thankfully. I was just hitting him with the signpost. But yeah, that shit is like that shit is crazy. Working in the hood is stressful, man. I'm thinking of finding another job. I really like the people that I work with. I like my manager. I like my coworkers are cool. Awesome people. Fun to be around. I just like the customers are really like, not all of them obviously, but there's like, there's a huge subsection of customers which just make the job so just bad. Coworkers are great though. I don't know. Can't say enough good things about people, you know, placed in not the best of situations, making the best of it, you know. It's always an exciting day job type of thing, so at least that. But yeah. What's been up, bro? How's your daughter? No, that's oh, it's called. How's it going? Just sleepy. I woke up at like fucking 4 today. Couldn't sleep. Went to sleep at 3, woke up at 4. No, it was more like 7, but yeah, still it was like not the regular time I wake up, so I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna be like jittery at work today and all this stuff, so hopefully you know they don't come back. Hopefully they're not that stupid. But with like the police not actually looking for him too much, I don't know if they are, because there's a lot of criminals in the Bronx. Can't just like stop everybody, you know. Hopefully they catch those guys. I wonder if there's a police report. There might be. Hold on. Oh, but that'll dox me. I'm not sure I want to do that. Cause like, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Let me see. The crackhead was you. Yeah, I know you were a well-built Latino man, age of 45, and also his partner of even bigger dude. Let me see if let me just take a look. Let me see. Crime Watch, maybe that's what it is. Let me see. Let's see. Maybe I don't think it'll make the news or anything. Bronx news, I don't think. But I think it'll be up on like. I think it'll be on like. Police reports. Let me see. I think there was a site that tracked it because I oh well. Yeah, I can't find it now, but there was like there's a crime data site We have 426. Oh, that's Cleveland. Yeah, I was like, those numbers seem a little low. 426. That doesn't seem. No, we have like ours is like, there's so many assaults that ours is already like on the 3rd page by now. Like 09, 16. Oh, okay. So yeah. Yeah, it's not up to date. Oh well. Yeah, let me just quote these numbers so it's like I'm sorry, did I say 416? I meant 22,600. No, that's the whole Bronx. Yeah, let me see. Oh, but it's probably one of the most crime-ridden areas in the Bronx. So out of all those. Oh, here's one that's up to date. Shooting, stabbing. No. Yeah, there's a lot of armed robbery, shooting, stabbing, violent crime, a male robbed, backpack taken. HMA perp. Black hood, red shirt. Yeah, there's a lot of stabbing. There's a lot of stabbing and shooting. Yeah, 16,900 assaults for the past year. This is just the past year. I don't know what the count of like murders are, but if shootings is 284, it's probably something close to that. Most people get knifed. Oh fuck, dude. I don't know. Might want to get a gun. Might want to get a gun. I don't think they want to. I don't think they want me to carry one, on the job though, because that. I don't know exactly, but I fear for my life a lot. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah, just the small area of the Bronx had like a lot of assaults. Like I don't know, up to 500, I think. Up to 500 for just that block, that like 6 blocks or whatever, that area is. But yeah, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Yeah, I might consider looking for, more aggressively searching for a different job. Because honestly, I don't know. It is stressful. It's not like. Not easy pickings. But, yeah, I kind of want it to be boring. Kind of want it to be boring. Oh. Let's see. Maybe they'll fire me for kicking that guy right in the face. Who knows? I feel like corporate really isn't down with that type of shit, but it's like they open up stores in like the worst areas of the city. Like if you were able to look up these stores, they're all in bad neighborhoods. This one just happens to be one of the worst ones. Yeah. I waited for my Uber inside that day. I was like, no, you know what? I think I'm just gonna chill out over here waiting for it. Oh, I think I've earned an Uber today. Oh, that's interesting. This thing is bigger than this thing, but it's at an angle where it shouldn't be. So I'm gonna take it down a notch. Cut it down to here maybe. Oh, yeah. Violent crime stories of the Bronx. Alright, this store is kind of cursed, I think. There was a stabbing right outside the store. It was like reported on local news and I think on some of the smaller news channels, so but it's like one of those the new sheriff in town stories, I feel like, because up until now they didn't really have security, and then they got me, but I really didn't understand what I signed up for. And again, I'm not a small dude, but like the threats that I was tasked to handle was like just way above my pay grade. Just not gonna cut it. And so yeah. So yeah, they got George, and so far me and George, like, I told him right away, you know, you need 2 people to do this, because there's no way that one guy can really handle it. And it's a good thing I was there, I think, because like 2 guys would have easily overpowered George. And so like when you're alone, you don't really want to dive for some merchandise, and then so it becomes kind of like no one is able to do that job alone. But yeah. I wonder what they're using the Febreze for. One of my buddies suggested that it was for huffing or some shit like that. And my store manager said kind of the same thing. It's like, I don't really want to get between them and their next high. So like, you know, you don't gotta, you don't have to go crazy on them. Screwing around with the form here. I don't know if I want to make it. But yeah, if you get a job at a corporate retail store, like somewhere in the Bronx, just turn it down. Just like, don't do it. Don't do it, man. It's not worth it. Not worth the hassle. Hopefully they don't have that problem in the UK. I know you guys have acid attacks, but those are usually for women who've refused the advances of Anyway, yeah, just glad I'm okay. Kind of just writing out the excitement. Yeah, don't know what to expect when I come into work today. Just gonna just trying to be cool, I guess, and then keep it together. Actually, you know what? Her nose didn't need to be bigger. I don't know why I made the nose bigger. Her nose was okay the way it was. I'm just gonna cut it out, put it back the original way. I think the eyes had to be a little bit bigger, at least a little bit, because they were getting really small. I think they might be a little far apart now. Actually, let me see. Let me just nudge this one over, just a tiny bit. It's like the smallest things with the face. Yeah, a little bit more of a nudge. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. And no, I think I'm okay with that feature. I just got my phone too. It was so fucking like the whole day it was me just like, hey, I got a new iPhone. Sort of, not really. I'm not really bragging about it. But like in my mind I was like, yeah, everything's great, nothing can go wrong. Tariq Nasheed got de-verified on Twitter. Today's such a great day. Tariq Nasheed is my favorite troll on Twitter, but honestly, he should never have been verified. There should never have been. They should never, like, what is? I don't know what the guy who verified him was thinking. Like, yeah, this guy has some rap albums to his name. DJ Flex, wash that ass. Yeah, we should verify him. Obviously, this isn't gonna hurt discourse in any shape or form. It's not gonna look like we're just verifying crackheads. That's not gonna happen, right? this guy got de-verified for harassing a woman, which I think is fair, you know, fair point. Cause like most of the other shit that he spews is just like so hateful or just like so absurd that like you can't ban him for it. It's just too absurd. Like you can't do anything. Could be a joke. You can't know. But not ban. De-verify. Stop giving him like a privileged position. Don't really want to see people banned unless they're just like outright threatening people. And at that point, maybe a little bit of like, at that point, it should become a criminal investigation, which should result in his paying the price for the transgression, which is, you know, whatever it is. And you still shouldn't be banned. I think you should just get the jail time. But yeah, most of these people are like, oh my god, the death threats. It's like, yeah, bitch, I've been threatened in real life, like with imminent fucking like fist fight right after that. You know, it's just like it was gonna happen. It was like there's a difference between, you know, threatening someone over the internet, oh, I'm gonna kill you, you know, I'm gonna murder you, and just like literally going up to someone. It's a little bit different. I'm okay. I don't want these people banned from the internet. I want them to suffer the penalty under the law for threats. But, you know, credible threats of violence, yeah, they should definitely get something for that. But yeah, that's the thing about threats on the internet is they're not credible. Almost none of them are. Hey, Audrey Bites, what's up, dude? Just hopped in to see what you're up to. Haven't had time to watch Twitch in ages. Aw, that means you're busy. You're doing good things. Yeah, just painting some stuff. Talking about a robbery at my workplace. How we heroically beat the shit out of a couple crackheads. It is like kind of like one of those things where you're just like, I can see how people get addicted to violence, because it is like, it's kind of exciting. I could totally see that kind of thing. But yeah. Oh, that's good. Actually, I think I want to do that on the other one. Make it pass over. Yeah. Good times. Good times. Yeah, I'm not a violent person, but that the adrenaline rush was real. Like, yeah. Dealing with the after effects though, not as much fun. But yeah, exciting times. Exciting times we live in. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Tariq Nasheed getting de-verified. Another troll loses his verification. I don't know. I feel kind of conflicted because I'm almost certain that it's like a satire. His content, because he would say shit like, the latest one being Bill Cosby's arraignment is a sign of white supremacy. And just like all those women are liars. I think he said some shit like that. Something like that. Something very close to that. Bill Cosby. Dave Chappelle says something like, you know, even if half of those women were liars, Bill Cosby is still guilty of raping like 30 women. just like the number is like unreal. You can't imagine it. Like you just don't like it doesn't register. And Tariq Nasheed is out here saying shit like oh boy. Yeah, definitely look up Tariq Nasheed on Twitter. Really fun to read, because he it must be a troll, because no one could say these things seriously. No one could say these things seriously for anything other than, you know, the classic what is that called, clickbaiting. Like, yeah, no one could say this with a serious face. But on Twitter, the rules are different, so you could say some shit like that. Just get away with it. Yeah, he should have just kept commenting like that instead of like literally going after some woman and calling her I love this, a suspected white supremacist. It's like, so okay, so what you're saying is you have no proof, and you're saying that this is not even, this is like an accusation at this point, and you've got nothing. And so, okay, so you're saying nothing? Oh, okay, I got it. Suspected white supremacist. Suspected by who? You? Like, what the fuck? Egyptian woman, by the way, apparently. No Photoshop, no. Apparently, Egypt is the whites. I didn't know that. I guess welcome. I'm not really white myself, but yeah. Welcome to being white Egyptians, I guess. Didn't know you were. It's like, wait, isn't Egypt in Africa? Hold up. Let me get my calendar out. Let me verify the location of Egypt. Hold on a second. Oh, wait a second. Egypt. Yeah, I've heard this before. Yeah, oh, the pyramid people. Right. Yeah, clearly white supremacists. I don't know. I just find it so funny that you could try to even say it. It's just like, how little do you like have in terms of self-respect to be able to say something so ridiculous? Must be like, must be nothing. Like, I feel like that's the biggest difference between pseudo journalists now, is that those, and like before, is that there was at least some semblance of self-respect. Now it's more like Vox, where, you know, Ezra Klein will come out and say some ridiculous shit, and it's just one Google search away from being fact check wrong, which the Google is the Google way is always the prohibitive thing, because no one's gonna be doing that. No one's got time to do all these Google searches online. Oh, you know what? I'm not sure about that chair position. So yeah, I guess it's that self-respect is what I feel like staved off this whole thing of news and infotainment, which is like at some point Fox News came into the game and they were just like, you know what, we don't care, we just don't give a shit. We can make fools of ourselves and we'll make just as much money doing it, if not more. This was like in the 90s or some shit like that. And then at that point, I feel like that's when it really started turning into this whole thing. And then you had CNN basically become the foil character to Fox. Maybe they were the foil all along, but no, I don't know. I feel like it wasn't as ridiculous. The reporting was never that ridiculous. In the 90s and early millennium. And then now it's alternative media where you just get some douchebag on the internet with a glorified blog becoming an institutionally funded cretin, I guess. I don't know what to call it. Like the Young Turks, for instance, started out as a blog, now are state-funded media. I guess that's just how it works. If you take money from Qatar, you're gonna be what's it called? Some of these other places, like Vox, I think started out very very small. Vice started out very small. And are now just like these powerhouses. BuzzFeed, same thing. Humble beginnings. Oh, or maybe, wait, no, hold on. Was BuzzFeed the one that started with a lot of backing right at the start? I don't remember, but BuzzFeed's the one where I didn't really follow it. Remember one of them, like Gawker or BuzzFeed was from the get-go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up later. From the get-go, just like super funded. But yeah, I think it is self-respect. Some people still have it, I think, in the news business. Very few people with Like, that's what usually what people mean when they say, oh, he's got integrity. I'm pretty sure that means self-respect, some semblance of dignity. Just a little bit of it left over from the time they decided that, well, Huffington Post's business model works, and so does Fox News's, so I guess we're just gonna do it. Oh, you know what? She looks like she's grabbing a circle. So there should be a circle, like right in the middle there, I think. She looks like she's grabbing for a sphere. Some sort of sphere-like thing. Maybe that would work, actually, if I made her user interface 3D. Maybe that would be interesting. New, fresh. I think I want to move this a little bit. It's actually not a bad that was kind of nifty. I kind of like that. It's like maybe a spaceship control. Even though she's, I think, operating the self-repair. Maybe she's still piloting, but like she also has repairs going on. Maybe that could be kind of the thing. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? One of the personified AIs from Mass Effect. I think that's like one of the bigger themes lately in science fiction is yeah, it's always been a theme, I guess. Personification of AI, like the idea that, you know, like they're gonna be kind of like us, or at least we can put them in human forms. There's a couple of movies that explore that, I think. Her actually has the narrative that the main character's dating in his AI. It's kind of weird. Thought it was like a straw man of the slippery slope argument. They're gonna want to marry their iPhone next, you know, that type of thing. It's like at the time, I don't know. shit. Hey, boss. Hello. Hello. Shit, I gotta call him back. Gotta call him back. Hold on. I use my new phone. New phone to make a call. Hey, open up. My face. No. Hello, Abby. Good, good. Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, it's great. George did most of the work, so I was just backed up. I don't even know. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I don't want to deal with these crackheads. Oh, no. I don't want to do it alone. Oh, fuck, dude. Shit. Let me get George's number. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta deal with this now. Cause like if George isn't coming in to work, boss called. He said that the other security guard isn't feeling well. So I don't know if I want to go, cause these fucking crackheads are serious. Yeah, he asked if I was okay and all that, and if I'm coming in. Alright, well, I'm sure she'll get back to me with that. Why aren't you charging a phone? Please, why? Your charger. What's wrong with your charger? Your actual charger. Okay, yeah, because I need my phone. Fuck, dude. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like the fact that George isn't coming in today. Because, like, if he's not going to come in today, then those crackheads are going to be a fucking problem for me. Ooh. Should I maybe make one of the things like not energy, but rather like metallic? Maybe the ball could be metallic, you know, loading up. Yeah. Um. That's not good. Yeah, I'm still kind of banking on those crackheads just being smart enough to know that they're not wanted and not trying to come in, but something tells me that they're not that smart, or they have enough hubris where they start thinking like, oh, well, if they didn't get us that time, you know, they're never gonna get us. We're gonna keep robbing that same place. Because some of these crackheads have really big balls. Like that one that tried to steal the $40 speaker. They're not really dissuaded by, you know, facts. Like the police are looking for him. Maybe that's not gonna factor into their calculations. I feel like it's a distinct possibility. I don't really want to go to the hospital. I feel like that's not gonna. That's not gonna be an effective money-making situation. I don't know. I think I'll try to talk to him because he's probably gonna be like, "Oh, well, you know, you were able to stop these guys, so you can do security from now on again." And I'll be like, "No, I can't. Like, I'm just backup. No thanks, bro." fires me, he fires me, I guess. I don't know. Oh, cause yeah, I don't know. I like the job, but I don't want to get stabbed. That's the like the one thing. Super easy job. Incredibly dangerous. Move this over a little bit. Just a simple man trying not to get shot. Is that too much to ask? I feel like it might be in the Bronx. have I gotten myself into? I just keep doing these things. It's like I'm kind of like on a trajectory. Just kind of want off the crazy ride, man. trying to patch this and oh boy. Well, let me just I'm sure he was added to the work group, so I could just kind of figure out what his number is. Oh, there it goes. Never mind. Alright. One sec. Try to talk George into coming today. Yeah, well, okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. George apparently busted his leg a little bit, so. I don't even know. Hey, Ixie, what's up, dude? Oh, you weren't here for the whole thing? Aw, sucks. You're gonna have to watch. We talk about crackheads in the Bronx, I guess. Yeah, there was a robbery at the store, and very long story short, I kicked someone in the face, and yeah, that's about it. Yep, that's about it. Yeah. Otherwise, no real exciting news. Just chilling out. Contemplating if I want to go into work alone today, even though I know those crackheads are still at large. Before the police catches them. No. It's the Bronx. Um, the only trouble is that they might come back and try to fuck with me. I don't really want to do, I don't want to do any of that. I understand that, like, usually corporate would probably fire you for something like that, just kicking some guy in the face. But this is like the deep hood. This is a bad neighborhood, so I mean it's just expected that I think anyway. I mean my the general manager didn't sound too what's it called. It's like, you coming in at 4? I'm like, yeah, I'll come in at 4. It's like good. Cause other security guard's not working today because his knee got busted in the fight, I guess, or in the what's it called? So yeah, at first I thought I was gonna get in trouble because dude was on the floor. George was wrestling him. I just kicked him in the face so he'd drop his weapon. So I think I'm like, the thing is, like, usually corporate doesn't want to get sued. That's the only reason they want to kick people out, like, that use violence. But if there's no threat of lawsuit because the person is wanted for grand larceny and assault with a deadly weapon, it kind of gets, I think, you know, no one cares at that point. Because, like, I think that's the bottom line. Maybe you can, I want to get away from the dangerous situations. I don't want to steer into them. I want to get as far away as possible. In fact, I think I'll be looking for a job much more actively now. Hopefully finding one. Because I want to get as far away from these crackheads as possible. I wonder if Twitter allows you to call people crackheads anymore, even though they're like crackheads by fact, like they smoke crack. I don't know. But yeah, man. I didn't know that the job in retail would be this dangerous. I had no idea. I'm just now figuring out that it's not even like, I don't know, I feel like one of these days it's just gonna, like, one of them are just gonna come in and just knife me. It's just gonna happen. Sean basically says that it's dangerous in the hood and your chances of surviving are low, so just go, leave, get out. I kind of agree. I think that my chances not that high. I'm not really the most well equipped for surviving in the hood. Agree. I feel like I'm learning, but I'm learning all the wrong things. Oh, I think I pulled this down and I never fixed it. This thing should be a little higher. Yeah, they were committing like serious fucking theft. This was not like, you know, regular crackhead theft. This was like advanced crackhead theft. They stole, I think they made off with a book bag full of shit and one bag. We only recovered the one bag. So they stole, like, I think upwards of $500. We're reporting it as grand larceny. But yeah, I mean, like, usually they don't get violent and they don't pull out fucking weapons on you. Usually it's like, okay, you stole, just fucking drop it and we're done here. But this time was way different. And so one of them pulled out a knife on me, or on George, and another one pulled out a needle. So it was pretty bad. Pretty bad. And yeah. Oh boy. The good thing was that they came one at a time. Like, they got single pulled. They came one at a time, and then, like, George was able to grab one of them, and I got to kick him in the face. And then The other guy came, started rescuing his friend. Oh boy. I got that dude with the sign like a bunch of times. Just like slammed his face into it. I wonder if he'll remember who did that shit. I wonder if he'll be back. Hopefully it's not back. Hopefully it's like there's like some kind of crackhead network where they move towns whenever they get like in serious danger, serious trouble. Yeah. Hopefully they're smart about it and they're not, you know, out for revenge. Hopefully. But if they are, I'm just gonna run into the store and grab like one of the ball peen hammers. Yeah, that's the thing, is that like all of my thoughts are so far away from what they're thinking. It's just like there's no way for me to predict what they're even like. Who knows? You know, maybe they are dumb enough to come back. They could probably they could probably knife me before the police gets there. That's the one thing. I don't really like that. Cause no one's gonna have my back. Cause yeah, George's what's called, and the managers are not they're not really interested in the violence, so yeah. If I die, please sell my prints. No, Photoshop, no. Photoshop has contracted a fatal flaw. But it really is like super disheartening. Maybe my next job, oh fuck, no, not Control F. It's Control Shift F. No. Shift F? No. What's reselect? Shift R? Control R? No. What is reselect? All I wanted was a studio job, man. Non-violent part-time work. Yeah, I think it's time to leave. It's time to leave. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you, Simon Williamson, whoever you are. Could you get work at the hospital where your wife works? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I can just waltz in there. I mean, I could ask. It doesn't hurt to ask. Maybe I could do something. That's not like security. I think most of the positions require some sort of certification that I don't have. Like a port. I guess I could be like a cleaning lady. I think that's I'm not sure. I guess I could get her to ask. Maybe there's something. Should have just done the U assembly. I think that would be a little bit too embarrassing, though. Maybe just something far away, and maybe something in like Manhattan. I think that would be good. Some easy part-time job that's not dangerous. It's not like I don't even need that much money. Maybe I could work at Starbucks or something. They've got sensitivity training, so, and I'm real sensitive. I'm real sensitive to yeah, barista would be good. I like coffee. It's a nice clean job. You do those fancy designs on the froth. Fuck. Hey guys, today we're going to be drawing Bowsette. I've decided to sell out because my future as a Starbucks barista no longer interests me. Isn't that what true art is about anyway? Selling out with as little effort as possible. Isn't that the whole point? Isn't that what we're all here for? Really? If I do get a new job, I'll have to find a new thing to make my Twitter account about, because I'll have no more stories from the hood. You're like, stories from Midtown Manhattan. Some shit like that. I think that would be much, much less entertaining. Not yuppie enough to do it well. I think this one's coming to a close. Let me flip it. Take a look at all the mistakes. Yeah, on the plus side, Gloria Victis is actually pretty fun for $10. I think you could get it for free, for like $3 on one of those illicit sites. But it's an alpha. I don't know, like alpha games for some reason are just like more fun to play for whatever reason. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to deal with. Something quiet, part-time, not dangerous. See, this is why I wanted to get those IT certifications done. I was hoping that I would get more time when when I would switch to part-time. But they haven't switched me to part-time yet because they're trying to recruit. Is to recruit the right word? Sounds kind of like it. Not sure about those face changes. Still feel like her neck is Too lazy to sell out, too ugly to prostitute. Oh, yeah. No, Bowsat equals unfollow. Hey, Jesse, what's up? How's it going? Oh, yeah. It's morning time in Finland. Yeah, I've been working on this for a long time. Thank you, dude. Hopefully it comes out good. I still want to do a lot of stuff in this. Still not. It's not where I want it at all, and it's I'm adding stuff to it, but it's taking a while. I feel like I'm learning a little bit on the way though, so as long as that's true, I feel like I can justify it. Learning on the way, learning on the way. Oh yeah? You want to share it? Is it gonna be top of the Reddit? Not there yet. All right. Well, if you're happy, that's all that counts. We've heard this before. I have the value structure composition all done. Ixie has soon too many paintings with goo and hair and slime and shut up, Big C. Alright, let me refer to my reference. I have my eyes just a little bit more open. I'm kind of hoping I can just do that at no cost. Although I've just been working on, I've been like, I think this one I started a long time ago, but I didn't get to finish it, and so I did what's called, I did a bunch of paintings between it, but I didn't I think I did one illustration for that game company, Darkstone Digital, between it, and then I took a month off where I just didn't do anything, and I just took a vacation, and then after that I just continued it. Yeah, but yeah, I've been working on this for a while. I went on vacation. I went to Miami. Miami is great, by the way. You should visit. Like, if you decide to come to America, don't go to like New York or San Francisco or anything like that. Just go to Miami. Go straight to Miami, man. Just go. But Eric is in New York. Eric who? Should I know Eric? I feel like I should know Eric. This is what's it called? Eric. Oh, Eric Paints. Oh, that guy. Is he still around? I'm sorry, I'm not good with like there's like it's very hard to get me interested in anything like it, but if I do get interested, then I'm hyper focused. That's probably why it's kind of like empathy for autists. It's not that they lack empathy, it's that they have hyper empathy, so they can't give it to everyone because it becomes kind of like touching a hot kettle. You just want to reach back. So, you know, if every interaction is like that, then yeah, same thing with my focus. I can't, like, if I know, like, for instance, Vorsp really interests me, style interests me. So I'm like, I watch him sometimes when I have the chance. When I'm not painting, and when I when I'm not James Zapata, same thing. All right, at the very least, I follow along very closely on like Facebook or something. Yeah, once you get me forever. But like, if you don't. Put this all in the wrong layer, didn't I? Of course. Of course. Yeah, I don't remember faces unless I imprint a foot in them. Holy shit, dude. These people. I wish Taisha was there. Then we would have really gotten the party started. Because I feel like Taisha likes to fight more than George does. And so it would have been the three of us just beating the shit out of these fucking crackheads, man. Yeah, that would have been good. I feel like Taisha would not have shied away. I mean, the knife, maybe. I don't know. I feel like at that point, no one wanted to do that. It just kind of like happened. Well, at that point, we were just too deep to get out, so we just like, fuck it. Slam his face into the fucking signpost. Just do it. I kind of want to live leak the video. You know what would be great if I could get me curb stomping that dude in the face as like a follow alert. Thank you for the follow. And it's just me curb stomping the guy over and over. Oh, that's kind of funny, I think. Or maybe it's not. I don't know at this point. I can't tell. What is a joke? What is joke? I don't know. But yeah, I'm coming up to solutions to these problems. It's taking a while for most of them, and I don't even like see them coming till I, get to it. But yeah, there's a lot of things in this one that I've wanted to fix for a long time. It's just there's so many problems I'm dealing with them all at the same time. So it becomes like, cause like honestly, her posture and stuff isn't that interesting and endearing. Though the whole point was to is that you R2D2? Am I roboting? Rip. Drop frame 0. No, it's wait. Hold on. Drop frame 0. If I have 0 drop frames, that means it's your side, my friend. Finish internet. Oh, in her chest, you dumbass. I've had enough of your nonsense. That's not R2D2. That's the other one, the ball one. What's that one called? Oh gosh. Don't pub quiz me on Star Wars. I know the characters. Shit. I legitimately forgot the guy's name. The ball robot. What's his name? BB-8. There we go. BB-8. Yeah. Yeah, BB-8. kind of looks like him. I don't know. It kind of looks like a penis. At this, it's kind of like a nuclear reactor type of thing. It's supposed to be like her power source. I didn't know that. I just saw it on Google as I made sure R2-D2 is the other robot's name. Yeah, that's right, R2-D2. I know nothing about Star Wars. Yeah, it kind of does look like R2-D2 actually. Now that I think about it, you shorten it a little bit and add like little wheels. Honestly, I much prefer our C3PO to R2-D2. I don't know. I always found him to be. I mean, they're like a dynamic duo. You can't have like one without the other. But I just always found him to be kind of the more interesting one out of the pairing. I think my internet is dying. Classic PewDiePie. Showing up in another person's stream to have his internet die. Is that the golden human robot thingy? Yeah, C3PO is. Oh man, you're like really far behind if you're on C3PO. Oh shit. Yeah, I just started dropping frames like crazy. Possibly. The upper body doesn't match the lower body right now. Still trying to hash out what I'm gonna do with that. shouldn't be this well lit. But if it is, it should be lit from here. Just notice she has really massive legs. Probably gonna tone them down a little bit. Yeah, sorry. I think yeah, I think it's my I'm lagging a little bit in Photoshop too, so. Yeah, might actually be my internet for a change. It looks like I'm at 1.9 right now. I don't know. It says I'm in the red, so that's like Let me see. Ookla. Myself. Doxing my Seems like I got 220 for downloads right now. I don't know what the upload is. Probably gonna be shot while streaming. Yeah, it seems like I'm consistently in the red. Yeah, it says I've got 7 megabytes for 10 megabytes for streaming. It's not good, not great. Well, going up, but yeah. Am I still dropping frames on your? Yeah, it looks like 54.9% drop rate.